Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. This is the start of what I hope to be I suppose not hope. I expect to be a short series on my channel. It is a game that I am familiar with, mostly secondhand. I have played a total of 114 minutes. Got to cycle 9 on a just jump in and mess around. I was really just trying to get used to the controls and the UI. But most of my experience with this game has been through several YouTube series that I watched several years ago. It's been quite a long time since I've watched anything Oxygen Not Included. So, all that combined means I have very little experience with this game, although I do sort of know what I'm getting myself into. If you're not familiar with Oxygen Not Included, well, you might be fooled by its, kind of cute, fun, cartoony art style into thinking that, oh, it's a, fun little kids game. It is not. Those of you who are familiar with Oxygen Not Included are aware that this is not a fun little kids game. This is a beast of a game is what it is. So, I'm sort of aware of what I'm getting myself into here. And that's why I said that this is a series that I expect to be short. Fairly short. It's the sort of game that is complicated. There are so many things that can go wrong, and I personally am only vaguely familiar with some of them. So, realistically, this is me learning how to play the game, this series. I'm to be honest, because of how long it's been since I watched any series on this game, and since it was, it wasn't me doing it, so you're focused on different things when you're playing versus watching someone play. So, it's entirely possible that my memory of having watched this game before is going to harm more than it's going to help. And my 114 minutes of playtime didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know, which was the very basics, how to build, how to dig, nothing more complicated than that. So yeah, I am essentially going to be figuring this out as I go along. So I suppose, for those of you who are familiar with Oxygen Not Included, or not familiar, for those of you who are coming and checking out this series thinking, oh, maybe he'll be able to teach me something about the game. No, I won't. No, I will not. Do not come here for that sort of thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, that's interesting. Why did it start as this? Surely it should be default. Oh, you know what? I bet that's been... because I don't remember clothes... When I watched this before, I don't remember clothes being a thing. Should we just leave it? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave this as it was when I found it. just going to straight up launch into the base default settings for everything, and we're just going to figure things out. That is going to be this series. Me figuring out how not to... Oxygen not included. That is essentially what this series is going to be. So, you know, full disclosure, I sort of am aware of what this game is. I do not know what I'm doing, realistically, and we're just gonna go for it. Yes, indeed. I suppose there is actually also one more thing I should probably say before we get into this, and that is that for those of you who are familiar with this game, I appreciate help. I appreciate people trying to give me assistance when I'm struggling. However, for these sorts of games, I very much prefer to figure things out on my own than to have people tell me how I should be doing things. I would much rather fail and figure out how not to do something than to just have someone tell me, oh no, you should be doing it this way instead. That is not fun for me. If I'm just handed the answer right off the bat. So, again, for those of you who are familiar with this game, I am certain you will want to tell me what I'm doing wrong and explain things and try to help, and that's great, but please don't. If there's a difference between trying to offer assistance when I say I cannot figure this out, how do I do this, and backseat gaming. So basically, if you're confused as to whether or not you should give tips or advice or tell me this or that or whatever, essentially, well, listen to me. If I say, yes, give me help with this thing, then you can give me help with this thing. If I'm not saying anything of the sort, if I'm just getting frustrated with it, but I'm not saying, hey, can somebody help me, then just let me be frustrated with it. If that sort of thing frustrates you, well, then frankly this is probably not the series for you. I want to figure things out on my own. I want to fail miserably on my own and learn from it on my own. And if I really feel like if I really am feeling like I just cannot figure something out, I will just ask for help. Or I will look it up. But please, keep the backseat gaming down. If I'm not having fun doing this, then you're not going to have fun watching me do this. End spiel. So, what have we got here? We've got should I try? Should I care? Should I just jump into it? You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. What should we name the colony? Can we rename this later on? I think you can. I'm just going to call it Colony 1. Very unoriginal. but if we can't rename it later, then next colony we'll name it something interesting. But Colony 1... You know what? Actually, no. Not Colony 1. Colony 0. That sounds like an actual name. Colony 0. Alrighty. Alert! I've awoken at the target location, but colonization efforts have already hit a hitch. I was supposed to land on a planet's surface, but became trapped many miles underground instead. Although the conditions are not ideal, it's imperative that I establish a colony here and begin mounting efforts to escape. I believe spacebar is pause. Yes, indeed. Wazda. Yes, indeed. Okay. When I said that it's been well, I explained that it's... What am I trying to say? Yeah, that first 114 minutes of playing was, like, right after I got the game, which was, like I said, around about a year ago. So, technically I've gotten accustomed to the UI and such, but realistically, it's actually still been a little while. Tutorial. I'm just going to leave those there for a little while in case. Just in case. I think... Let's take a good look here. Thimble reed in carbon dioxide. This doesn't use carbon dioxide. Interesting. Okay. Great big reservoir of water directly underneath us. That sounds useful. Lots of copper above. There's a bit of oxygen over here, and here, and here, and here. Is there anything in here that's hostile? Shine nymph? Sun nymph? Shine bug? What is this? Shine bugs emit a soft light in hopes of attracting more of their kind for company. Okie dokie. Cool. Decor plus 30. Really? Oh, that's gonna be useful. For sure. It eats this stuff, it looks like. Can we eat this stuff? Okay, potentially yes. Interesting. So these can actually provide the illumination for these things to grow, which they then eat? Now that's interesting. Well, what does it breathe? Doesn't say. Interesting. Alright, well, I think that going in this direction, breaking this guy out, is going to be our first order of business. The improvement in morale is almost certainly going to be I don't want to say necessary, but useful. I kinda don't want to break that open yet. Well, one thing I do know that we will need is water. And I seem to remember that making a good water reservoir is very, very necessary. So... should we just go straight down into this? I'm tempted to try and, like, hollow this area out and gather all of the water together, like, here-ish. I don't know if that'd be more work than it's worth. Let's see. What is this? No. Oh. I can read. Okay. Let's go in this direction. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. On the one hand, I feel like I'm overthinking this. On the other hand, I'm probably not overthinking this. Copper. What does this... Oh, here we go. Sandstorm. Yeah. I think we'll just plop down the cots over here to start with. Oh, it's a hatch. These things eat all of this stuff. Hold on, they excrete coal. While certainly useful, at some point, I don't feel like it would be especially useful now. Will it? Oh, there's another one. I'm tempted to just kind of carry on in this direction. I kind of want to bring these shine bugs all in. There's a lot of CO2 over here. These plants What do they use? Okay. Something I'm not sure about is, do plants actually use gases, use and produce gases? Like, do the plants use CO2 and then produce oxygen? Does that actually work? I think that's how that I mean, I know how that's how that works in real life, but that's not a... Well, the main reason I'm wondering is because if we can possibly, like, dump the CO2 in this direction, it could maybe be a good thing to do. Temporary. So where will be the wastewater? We've got slime down here. Thick biomixture of algae, fungi, and mucopolysaccharides. Right. I feel like this side should be where the wastewater is. And then the clean water on this side. Does that seem to make sense? I feel like that makes sense. I feel like there's too much of the oxalite exposed at the moment. I feel like we might be wasting it. Is that a thing? Maybe not. Whoops. I want to get this guy out, but the CO2. It's going up and down. Mealwood, I remember being food. That's irritating me. Oh, hello. It's a Pacu. Obviously. Aquatic creatures that cannot live outside of water or contaminated water. Excretion polluted dirt. Interesting. You know what? There's a whole bunch of these things. Interesting. It doesn't say that it excretes anything, so I guess it just produces light. Which is really interesting. Do we need to do that yet? This area over here is not getting a whole lot of oxygen. It's taking a while to filter in that direction. I wonder if... Because I know there's that it is a thing. CO2 is heavier than oxygen, so it sinks. I wonder if we can use this slope and kind of slope stuff down, or if that's not... Can we get through the granite? No. Didn't think so. Well, in that case, we might as well go the rest of the way, and we will put these over here. No, what am I doing? We're just get. Some funky noises from that thing. Grizzly meal. That sounds delicious. We can't propagate it, huh? Okay. Suppose there's no point in leaving it at normal speed when it's nighttime. Just so everyone is aware, I'm not going to be using faster speed very often, except at night. Especially to start with. Okay, let's see. I feel like... This being slime over here... Maybe we do the clean water over here? Is that too far away? I don't want to... Is it a big deal if we spread things out too much? I don't know. Ooh, achievement. Oh. Cool. This is one I got on the, when I played the first time. Literally, you just built them. Go use them. I don't want to dig that up, and I think it's probably better if it's there. Disease risks. Germs such as food poisoning and slime lung can cause disease in my duplicants. I can use the germ overlay to view all germ concentrations in my colony and even detect sources spawning them. Building washing basins. Okie dokie. Does this... Oop. Does this require water? Yeah. So that's not gonna be a thing just yet. This is irritating me now. Do we break it open? Well, one thing we're gonna need is one of these puppies. It requires power. Manual generator. I mean, we have these at the moment. So, where's harvest? Does that mean it's not ready? Oh. What is the key? Why? No, let's not do that just yet. But it is an option. We do have some muckroot. You? Ooh. Oh man. Oh man, there's so much stuff in this game. Yeah, we might as well get this set up, I suppose. Just a temporary little setup. I think it's best to have a battery. And we don't have enough. Fine. Can we put it down even if we don't have... No. Suppose it won't let you queue it up. That's a bit of a bummer, but whatever. Why is it granite, sedimentary rock, igneous rock, granite. Granite is an igneous rock. That seems weird. Guess we'll just put it in a line. Sure, there's no reason not to do that, right? Probably. Does it tell you what the buried objects are? Guess not. And we have access to water. Feel like there for a water reservoir. Ish. Kind of would have preferred if you guys did that, but okay. No, that's interesting. Just a decor thing. So I suppose if we can get, like, these guys into a room with the bristle blossoms, it'll just keep them going. They will kind of keep each other going. I wonder if that's like... I'm not sure. Pitcher pump. Over? How do you mean over? Oh, like that. No, okay. I'm very tempted to just kind of do that, but I'm not sure if that's... we're doing that too early, or... Positive effect on morale. Interesting. Tiles? It's a door. Oh dear. Somebody else's colony did not end well, it looks like. Well, maybe they just abandoned it. I'm sure they're fine somewhere out there. You know what? It might be a little too early to be starting something that large, but I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? We still have oxygen. I wonder... like, is there a... capture? I wonder if there's like some kind of tame something. Like, it has wild. This creature is wild, which suggests to me that there is a domesticated something. What? Status? Status, I guess. Is this maybe going a little too far? This might be going a little too far. But I want to capture all of this water in a big basin, basically. Oh right, we have to select recipes. Yes. Thimbleweed, dusk cap. Interesting. This polluted water over here is... starting to make me feel like maybe we should have done... Well, maybe not. There's a ton of it over here too. And all of it is on the other side of the granite. So we can't, like, accidentally dig into it at the moment. Oh, you do need water. Okay, well. I'm not sure if they'll be able to do that. Oh, it's too bright. The shine bugs. Of course. Why wouldn't they be interrupting this sleep? Okay. That's fixable. We'll just set up a bedroom somewhere. Kind of feel like up this way, maybe. Oh, you know what? Even better. We'll go that way. We'll go up into here. Right, okay. I'm not going to watch the videos, but I suppose I could just look through this. Okay, this is up here. Okay, so it's mostly just in the water that's the problem. Which, I mean, you know, fair enough. It all gets warmer out away. What is this? Interesting. It's a puffed. Interesting. What do you do? Okay. I believe you could turn slime into... something. Well, I suppose it's consumed by stuff. Interesting. Could maybe do... Something like that. Interesting. Are you able to use this? By any chance? Yes. Okay, excellent. Oop. Is that a little bit of lag? Is a program doing something it's not supposed to be doing? Everything seems fine. They seem to be congregating in together with one another. Interestingly. Happy. Wild, idle, hungry. Do they have to be full grown in order for them to eat it? Or will they not do that automatically? Hey! We do have meal ice from these, I believe. They're not growing very fast. They are not growing very quickly. I have to say, one thing about this game, the sound design is really quite good. Can we plant this sort of thing? Is that a thing we can do? Where would that sort of thing be? Probably under food, right? I'm suspecting we have to research that sort of thing. What does this require? Not much. Oh, but it does require power. Should we start that yet? Maybe. Mm-hmm. Food safety. The food my duplicants cook will only ever be as clean as the ingredients used to make it. Storing food in sterile or refrigerated environments will keep food free of germs, while carefully placed hygiene stations like wash basin or shower will prevent the cooks from infecting the food by handling it. Is composting a thing that you need to, like, designate a spot for? I would assume so. You can't just will something into compost. Well, let's get one of these over here for the moment, I think. Can I possibly persuade you to come down here? By any chance? I don't know what happens when you dig this stuff. Oh, right. Interesting. Okay, going to make a bedroom here. We'll put a door there. Oh. Right. Printables available. Is it this? Care package. Seed of an arbor tree. It's just one, though. I feel like we have more need of people. Plant murderer. No thanks. Critter aversion? Hmm. I remember narcoleptic being amusing, but also kind of irritating because they can fall asleep in places where they can get themselves killed. Especially with excavation, that sounds like a bad combination. Let's go with you. Ada. Nice. Watch that arbor seed be something like super rare that I just gave up because I didn't know what it was. Can you not go down the? It's entirely possible that it can't. I don't know. I have no idea how to find out that. Like, based on this. Can be moved using an airborne critter lure. That looks like something we don't have unlocked. Fair enough. It's almost like we planned it. Although I suppose, actually... one away from the door. Oh, but we have 4 now. We need 4. I don't want to break into this. Is it that much of a problem? It might be if they suffocate while they're sleeping. Well, I suppose somebody can just sleep down here. Which one is deconstruct? X. Somebody'll have to just sleep with the light bugs. How can I get you down out of there? I don't know. Let's just shave it off one bit at a time. Actually, let's start the top of this. Does here sound good? I'm gonna say yeah. For no other reason than 'cause it looks good. The hatches don't seem to do much. Like, they don't seem to have much activity. Oh, interesting. I suppose those are... like, rare... But, like, what's... Hold on a second. You've got the shine bug. Domesticable critter. You can domesticate it. Interesting. Critter morph. Is it just... Oh, it has a different diet. Significantly different. Interesting. Coral bug. I'm not really seeing the benefit. Whoa. Absorb light rather than emit it. Oh, that's funky. Huh. It just eats diamonds. It doesn't produce anything, though, so I'm not sure I'm seeing the point. Like, most of these things, like the hatch, right? It eats stuff, but it produces coal, so you can, like, feed it stuff and get, like, a input-output sort of thing going on. But these guys just seem to shine. Which is, I mean, that's great, it's useful, but that's not really an output exactly. Well, and with that, cycle 3, I think we're going to leave it here. We have gotten a pitcher pump, and some beds and outhouses, and not really much, to be honest. You know, it's slow going, but it's going. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next episode. Don't know what we're doing. Probably trying to continue this. I do think, like, a proper water reservoir is something necessary, right? Something you really want to have. At least I seem to remember that being a key thing when I have watched this before. So that's entirely what I'm basing this off of. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care and farewell.